Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a brand new pick a card for you guys today, and today we are asking the question, what will happen this February? So yes, this is your February pick a card reading for 2021, and we're just gonna tap in here and see what you guys can expect, your kind of general overall prediction for the month of February coming up. So yeah, good stuff. As always, you guys, just a quick little reminder that I am live every Mondays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I would love for you guys to stop on by and participate and be a part of the crew, because that way then you can get a reading done for you, and I would just love to help you out and love to see you guys there. I'm also open and available for private readings as well. If there's something that you want to go over that is a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more complicated, or something that you want to keep confidential that you wouldn't want to put on blast during a live reading kind of thing here on YouTube. All that information is down below, information about lives as well as private readings, so feel free to scroll down below. That's there in the description, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on those things before I jump in. Anyway, let me get into the pile introductions now, and I have 4 different piles for you guys, and I have 4 different crystals with each pile, which is so cool because I usually never have crystals when I do my pick a cards, but since I have been staying here in Chicago for the time being, and I don't have any of my normal belongings being back in LA, I've had to get creative, and I've actually had to run out and buy some things basically to do this. So I ran out to Home Goods and Michael's yesterday, and I actually found some stuff there, which was really funny. And my mom even had a couple of random crystals laying around in the house that I'm able to use right now, which is great. And tomorrow I'm gonna run to a couple of metaphysical shops that are actually in the area that I had no idea about. Well, I mean, they're technically not that close to me, but because there aren't a whole ton in this area, but there's a couple. So I'm gonna go and check those out, and we'll see if I can find anything fun and new to use here on the channel, whether it's crystals or a brand new deck maybe to incorporate into readings. We will see. But anyways, here are your 4 pile choices. Pile number 1 is this amethyst crystal, and that would be my phone jingling in the background. I'm getting a text. But I'll look at that later. But anyways, this one is pile 1. It is an amethyst crystal. This one I actually got from the World Market back in November when I first drove into town. So that's pile 1. Pile 2, this one is brand new, and I got it from Home Goods just yesterday, and it's a selenite wand. A very pretty selenite wand. I love how they're so kind of glowy but yet transparent. So, boop, there you go. Selenite wand, pile number 2. Pile number 3, I got this one at Michael's, funny enough, yesterday, and it is a rose quartz cluster. So this one is pile 3. And pile number 4 is another amethyst crystal, but this one's more like a cluster kind of one. You know, it's got the rock part on that side. And this one is actually my mom's, funny enough. So she's letting me borrow it right now so I can help you guys out on the channel. So those are your 4 different options to choose from. Piles 1 through 4. Timestamps are down below as always. And we are going to get started here with pile number 1. Hi, pile 1. If you chose this amethyst crystal, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what will happen in February of 2021. So yes, your February prediction basically. Okay, we are going to start things off here with the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay down all the cards, and then we will kind of put it together and see how they correlate and connect with one another for you guys. You have the Page of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. And it's so funny, you guys, because I actually intended originally to pull 6 cards here for every single group. And I started like laying all the cards down because this is like the third take I've had to do for this pile specifically. The first time, I don't remember what the issue was. Like some notification came up or something that distracted me. But the second time I was shooting it, I noticed that there were only 5 cards, and I was like, am I missing it somewhere? Is it somewhere over here? You know, what's going on? So I checked all the other piles, and all the other piles had 5 cards too. And I was going to go back and add a 6th card because that was my original intention, but I was just like, you know what? It probably came out 5 cards for a reason, that it's not supposed to be like this extra 6th card, so that's okay. We're just going to go with this, and I'm sure whatever message is meant to come through is going to come through. If it's a card shy, it's, you know, it's not going to probably change it that drastically much. And who knows, if there had been that extra card, it could have like totally shifted the entire thing, and maybe not even as something very good. So we're going to see what's going on here. Okay, so first of all, the first thing that I see happening here right off the bat, you guys, is with this Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is all about carrying burdens. So yeah, this unicorn has these 10 of Wands like all wrapped up, and it's just carrying them around. You know, this could be responsibilities. It could be all kinds of different things. It could just be even unnecessary pressure that we put on ourselves. And this could be any kind of pressure. It could be stress and problems at work. It could be issues at home. It could be responsibilities over like a family member, stress dealing with a friend, stress dealing with a romantic partner. It could be just burdens and pressure and stress just overwhelming you with everything. You know, sometimes it's like we take our responsibilities a little bit too seriously and a little bit too much to heart, that it's like we forget to find the fun, we forget to loosen up, and it's like everything just becomes like work and drudging and kind of becoming like a martyr and stuff like that. So I feel like this is where you guys are probably at right now, like entering into February, feeling a lot of this heaviness, feeling a lot of this stress and burdens laying upon you. And I do feel like at some point during February, all this, you can't keep going like this. You know, this is going to reach a point of burnout. You know, no one can sustain this, is what it comes down to. So I feel like because this is unsustainable, you're going to wind up having a Ten of Swords moment, which basically is a painful ending, unfortunately. And, you know, you can tell this is painful because this unicorn has all these swords in it and it has died. This is 100% my least favorite card in this deck in particular because I just don't like seeing a dead unicorn. But I do feel like there's going to be this painful ending coming for you guys. Like, I wish it wasn't a painful ending and that was something a little bit more easy, like the death card maybe. But I do feel like there's going to be a painful ending coming, and I feel like it's going to be related to all these burdens and all this stress that you've been holding on to. I feel like you guys, you know, you guys are kind of like workaholics. You work really hard. You're very responsible. And those are all very honorable, very noble types of things to be, and, you know, wonderful qualities to have. But I feel like you guys are just doing too much. And unfortunately, you may wind up kind of crashing and burning here. And it's like when you wind up crashing and burning, that's when you're going to have this Ten of Swords moment where it's going to be like this painful ending. And I feel like it's a painful ending to all of these burdens you've been carrying around. I don't feel like it's the kind of ending where it's just like, oh, I'm tired, I acknowledge I need to put this down, and you do it voluntarily. I feel like you're going to be kind of forced, in a sense, to drop those burdens, that you're not willingly going to want to do it, but because you're so stubborn and so hard-headed, in a sense, that you're so stubborn, and because of that, you won't like willingly put it down yourself, and because you won't willingly put it down, it's like God, the universe, whatever, is going to step up and interfere and force you to put it down. And that's why it's going to wind up being painful rather than like an easy transition of, okay, I'm laying these burdens down. I'm laying these responsibilities down. You know, it could be like you get sick or something, for example. And I'm not saying, you know, it's going to be COVID or anything like that. But that's just one example of something it could be. It could be that you're running ragged and you're wearing too many hats and you need to slow down. And it's like nature's way of telling you to slow down is like, hey, you're going to get sick now. And that's not going to be fun, but that's kind of the only way to put an ending to all of this. So I feel like that may wind up happening for you guys in February. So if you want to avoid the painful ending part of it, just start dropping the burdens now, because, you know, that is avoidable. It could be. I also see here for you guys that probably once you get past this portion of things in February, there's going to be a new spark. There's going to be a new spark that's going to be happening with the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands is like, it's fiery, it's passionate because it's wands, and it's like a spark, like a new way of passion, basically, a new wave of passion coming your way. So I feel like, you know, actually going through this, releasing those burdens and putting them down is going to be beneficial for you, because once you come out of that, you're going to have this spark and this renewing of passion and desire, and there's going to be this brand new fire lit up under your ass to go out there and conquer the world and do new things and do the things that you're excited about and do the things that you're passionate about. And those could be all kinds of things, you know, that could be in regards to a relationship, it could be at work. So, you know, take it where it resonates, apply it where it makes the most sense. But I do feel like that is going to be coming in for you guys. And in conjunction to that, I feel like for some of you, this time of a renewed passion and everything could wind up involving a King of Pentacles. And, you know, your King of Pentacles is basically your steady, stable, reliable dude. You know, he's got it all together, basically. He's got his finances in order. He's trustworthy. He's kind of like a dad, basically. You know, that's pretty much how he is. And I do feel like there's a chance that there could be like this renewed passion and excitement dealing with a King of Pentacles that you may be involved with, you know, in terms of a romantic type of thing. If it's not romantic related, the King of Pentacles could also represent maybe a boss, or just like even maybe like a father figure or something like that in your life, where it's like, you know, there could be like this renewing in terms of like that working relationship or that family member or something like that. So I do feel like there's going to be some renewed thing happening here with a King of Pentacles. And then because of that, you guys are going to enter a season of celebration with the Three of Cups, because that's what the Three of Cups can be all about. It can be all about celebration. I know sometimes this card can also come across in terms of like a third party type of situation, but considering the other things that are going on here surrounding the card, I don't necessarily pick up on a third party type of vibe. I do definitely sense it's more of a time of celebration. So, you know, I feel like once you guys are done experiencing this and you have that renewed passion, probably involving this King of Pentacles, you guys will eventually probably exit out of February in a sense of celebration and feeling good overall, basically. So that's what I got for you guys so far from the tarot. But let's see what else we have going on here. Let's see what we got from your Amira's Love Oracle. Let's see what's happening in love. Maybe we'll get some more info on this King of Pentacles, if that's who it is about. We have young male, communication, and gossip. Okay, so what I'm picking up with this is I'm kind of getting a sensing here as to what some of this Ten of Wands, what some of these burdens may be. It could be connected to the gossip. Maybe you're in a situation right now where, people are just talking a lot of shit about you pretty much. People are talking smack. People are getting involved in your business when they really shouldn't be. And, like I said, take it as it resonates. It could be anything that's going on. There could be a third party situation. Who knows? And maybe that's where this gossip is coming from. But even if it's not, it could be just maybe people being jealous of you, people not understanding you. It could be a whole bunch of different things. But I do feel like there's someone around out there who's, kind of playing with your life like it's a high school game, like it's, being inside the movie Mean Girls or something like that. So I do feel like there's some gossip going on, and unfortunately I do feel like that's what this communication card is all about, because when you're gossiping with other people, you are communicating basically. So that could be what the communication is revolving around here right now, is gossip, unfortunately. And I do feel like if there's people communicating and gossiping about you here, I feel like that's really been weighing heavily on you. I feel like that's definitely been a burden. It's been something that's been stressing you out. And you guys kind of have to look at it as, what is it? There's this phrase, it's something along the lines of, what somebody else thinks of me is none of my business. So you guys kind of have to look at it that way. You kind of can't let other people's opinions or thoughts weigh you down and control your life, because if you do, you're never going to be free to live your life at all, and that's not fair whatsoever to you. You should never be dictated by what somebody else thinks or feels. Now, of course, if someone is saying things that resonate with you and help you and support you and encourage you, that's a different story. But if it's something that's negative and tears you down, you don't want to be involved in that. You don't want to continue to entertain that. As for the young male could be a couple different things here. You could be a young male who's watching this, the viewer, or you as the viewer could be involved with somebody who is a young male. Your King of Pentacles could be a young male. I usually kind of think of the King of Pentacles as somebody who's a little bit older, but, this could be somebody who is simply mature as well for their young age. They don't have to be super old to be mature. So maybe it's someone who's just, got an old soul, I guess you could say. So that could be possible as well. Your King of Pentacles could be a young male, or this could simply represent a different young male in your life who has some kind of important connection to you. It could be someone that you work with. It could be, a son, if maybe you're a mom and you have a young son or something like that. So take it as it resonates. But there's definitely a young male connection. Most likely you, the person watching this, will probably know who this person is. They could be connected into this gossip too. You never know. I feel like it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but there's definitely a young male somewhere connected here. Let me get you guys something here from the Moonology deck. See what's in store for you there. We have You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. And the first thing I think of in seeing this card, I think of the gossip that could be going on. Once again, the gossip could be part of what is weighing you down and part of what is that burden from the Ten of Wands. And I feel like, when people are gossiping about you and saying not so great things about you, they're tearing you down, they don't really know you, they don't really know how you are, it makes you feel crappy. It doesn't make you feel good, and that's never any fun. But I feel like this card is here to remind you guys that you are good enough, that it doesn't matter what gossip is being spread about you, what lies, what rumors. You gotta release that stuff. You gotta release those burdens And you need to remember that you are good enough, that you are strong, that you are beautiful, that you are kind, that you are talented, that you have so much to offer this world. And literally just earlier today, you guys, I saw this quote and it resonated for me so deeply, and I'm going to share it with you right now. And it said that, what we need to do is we need to, instead of having cancel culture, we need to change that basically. We need to change it from cancel culture to kindness culture. And that's so true. And I feel like maybe there's someone out there who's just not being very nice to you. They're not being very kind. And I feel like you have a big heart and that you do want to be kind to others. So, definitely embrace that and remember that you are good enough. Stop allowing this kind of stuff to live in your head. Don't let those people live in your head rent free. They're not paying to be there, so evict them. And to back that up, we have confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So I feel like you guys are going to be asked to step up in your confidence during the month of February, to truly believe in yourself, to remember that you are good enough. So that way then you are not affected and weighed down when people gossip about you or say lies about you and that kind of thing. Know who you are. Remember who you are. So, the stronger you get, like the thicker of a skin you get basically, the less movable you're going to be by other people's words. And I understand, words do hurt. It's a lie to tell people that they don't, because they do. But you know who you really are. You know the truth. They don't know your heart. They don't know your life. They don't know what you've been experiencing and what you've been living through. The best thing that you can do is to ignore that, forgive them, and, stand strong in who you are. Stand strong in that confidence. So I feel like, this is going to be a challenge for you guys during the month of February, but you can overcome it because you have so much to offer in the world. And you guys also have balance, spirituality, and practicality. So, when I see a card like that, sometimes I feel like, especially in the spiritual community or, even in the religious community too, people can get a little overly woo-woo, people can kind of almost like live in this daydreamy kind of state where it's like it doesn't even wind up connecting to the real world anymore. And granted, I could go on a huge long tangent about this in this reading, and I'm not going to right now because I don't want it to turn into that. But for example, a lot of the times when people compare and contrast like the 3D to the 5D kind of a thing, I know a lot of readers out there encourage the 5D and they think it's a wonderful thing, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? I'm not one of those readers. I really don't encourage the 5D. I acknowledge it's there. I know it exists. And I think that it's a good thing from the perspective of gaining confirmation and perspective on things. It's a good way to, just like remind yourself of those things, but I don't think it's a place that we should be living in. I don't think it's a place that we need to lose ourselves in terms of, I feel him and I feel all this energy and blah, 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 blah. I don't think we should be living in that frame of mind. Because we are spiritual beings, but we are also having a human experience, which means we do need to experience things in the 3D. And I feel like, if anything, we should be plucking out of the 5D things that are going on up there from like a higher vibration and bringing it down here. We need to be grounding that into the earth because that's exactly what the 3D world needs. And by doing that, that would be a balance between spirituality and practicality. So don't be one of those woo woo all out there being kind of like a weirdo type person. It's fine to be weird. It's fine to have your inner weirdo. I definitely have mine too, but I try to bring that side and apply it into my everyday life as well. And, sometimes even just common sense can go a long way over being overly spiritual. So just remember that and try to find the balance in both, because that balance is where the true sweet spot is. And I feel like if you guys do that, you're also going to find ways to be more confident in yourself, and then you will automatically know that you are good enough to deal with the other things in life that gets thrown at you, such as gossip or any other burdens that come your way. Excuse me, I'm yawning out of nowhere. Okay, anyways, you guys also have a good karma card. I like to share with you guys at least one good karma card for the beginning of the month. And basically what a good karma card does is it's pretty much like a random act of kindness, a way that you can kind of be of service and help like your fellow human being. And, you know, I know in these communities we talk a lot about like clearing away negative karma. So this is a great way to do that and get some good karma, if anything, underneath your belt. You know, just like make a difference and do something good in your community. So let's see what tip or suggestion you guys got for the month of February. And you guys have call a friend who you haven't spoken to in years. This is such a great one, especially, you know, in the times that we're in right now, going through COVID. People are in quarantine. They're stuck at home. They're not doing very much as it is. So this is a great thing to do. Especially if you don't know how they've been doing, you know, throughout like quarantine and stuff, which is funny because I literally just went through this experience this past weekend. An old friend of mine that I hadn't like spoken to in 6 years reached out to me on my email, and you know, she didn't even know if I was going to respond or anything. And I did, because she was basically checking in to make sure that I was okay with everything that was going on with COVID. And, you know, we've spent some time catching up, which has been great and everything. So, you know, she took that step of faith with me reaching out to me. So maybe there's somebody out there where you feel the same way with, where you're just like, hey, you know, I should really check in on so-and-so. I haven't, you know, seen them or talked to them in forever. You know, I hope they're doing okay. So that might be something that you might want to do through the month of February. And it is funny because Mercury apparently just went in retrograde, and we all know people from the past like to return during Mercury retrograde as well. Just make sure it's a healthy and good person that you're allowing to come back in, if that's the case. You know, we all have some crazies out there too that should probably remain and stay in the past and not come back. So, I also have a Loving Words from Jesus card for you guys as your final card, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got love one another as I have loved you, John 13:34, which is a beautiful sentiment and absolutely true. You know, love is definitely bigger than hate. It makes such a bigger difference. And, you know, it's not easy to love people sometimes. Love is not just an ooey gooey, feel good kind of emotion, but love is action. Love is a choice. So sometimes we have to make the choice to love someone, even if they're being really unlovable to us. So make sure that you make that choice, and you will see your life flourish and grow, and amazing things happen through it anyway. So that's what I see happening for you guys for the month of February. Hopefully this made sense and resonated. If it did, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just a simple small emoji. And if the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. Also, please leave this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. And also so you guys know when I'm going live, because every time I go live, you'll get the little ding, ding, ding notification that, hey, guess what? I'm live. And then you can join in on that too. Otherwise, I am just so incredibly grateful and thankful that you guys decided to stop on by here, hang out here with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart and means the world to me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the selenite wand here, this lovely selenite wand, it looks so glowy in this light to me. But yes, here it is in all of its pretty glory. I feel like I could bibbity bobbity boo. I don't know. Anyways, if you chose this wand, I'm getting all crazy with it here. This is going to be the reading for you to find out what you can expect this February 2021, your February prediction coming up here. All right, you guys, we're going to start off with the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, and I'm going to go ahead and lay down the cards, and then we're just going to kind of go through it and see how they connect and correlate to one another and, you know, see what the story is here for you guys. We have the Eight of Wands, the Fool, the Six of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. All right, you guys. Well, let's see. We got a lot of wands happening here. We got some cups and we've got some wands. So let's see what we got here. Well, I definitely see action happening for you guys. Happening in February. That's for sure. There's definitely going to be some action happening. So I feel like either you or someone that you're connected, this is either you or someone you're connected to. So I'm actually going to start off here with the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is about nostalgia. It is definitely about people from the past, connections from the past, that kind of thing. So I feel like in connection to everything else that's about to happen here that I'm going to get into, I feel like it may be connected to somebody from your past. This could be an ex, it could be a former friend, you know, take it as it resonates, but definitely someone connected to your past. Also remember, we are like Mercury in retrograde again. So usually when that happens, people from the past usually like to try to come back. And, you know, it's totally fine if it's someone that you want to have come back from your past. But if it's not, you know, that's a different story. You don't want that person to return. But I do feel like this is connected to somebody from the past, someone who's feeling nostalgic about you. It's also possible you could be feeling nostalgic for them and just remembering the good old days and good times that you have with this person. So there's definitely something happening there. But I feel like I'm not 100% sure who it is. It could be you going to them or them going to you. I feel like for a lot of you, though, it's probably going to be them coming to you, especially if this is a love connection type of situation, since I know a lot of you guys typically come here to my channel, you know, for the love readings and twin flame, soulmate type of readings. So I do feel like for most of you, this will probably be a love-related situation. Doesn't have to be, though. But I feel like someone from your past is going to want to come back to you at some point in February. We also have Valentine's Day coming up in February, so that could be another reason for the motivation too. You know, maybe someone wants to reunite to make you their sweetheart for Valentine's Day or something. But basically, with all the different wands we have here, I feel like this person, they have already been through the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is someone who has definitely faced challenges and adversity. It's someone who's definitely like been to hell and back and that kind of thing, but they're persistent. They keep going, you know, they're not giving up. They're going to keep facing those challenges. They're going to keep climbing over every mountain that they come across. So I feel like that's how this person is, you know. They may not always come through at the quickest and fastest pace, but they keep going. They don't give up. They don't give up when the tough keeps going. They keep digging their heels in and they keep going. Or this could be you. You could be that kind of person too. So just remember, these roles could be interchangeable. But I do feel like once this has basically motivated them to take action, because we also have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is about making a confident choice. It's about making a confident decision, because, you know, with the Two of Wands here, we basically have a unicorn looking at, you know, these two different wands, and it's trying to make a choice. It's trying to make a decision as to what to do. But, you know, wands are very fiery and passionate, obviously, so I do feel like whenever this decision is made, it will be made in confidence. It's not going to be something that this person is going to be feeling lukewarm about. They're not going to be, in and out, hot and cold about it. They're going to be 100% set on fire, like, yes, I'm confident. This is what I'm going to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's going to be no wiggle room. So I do feel like this person's going to be very confident and very sure when they do make that decision. And when they make that decision, they're going to suddenly become the fool. And the fool takes a leap of faith. The fool doesn't necessarily look both ways before they cross the street. They dive headfirst into the pool, and the pool could be completely empty, and they could crack their skull open. Or the pool could be completely filled with water, and they'll be totally fine and swimming along like nothing happened. But either way, the fool just takes that leap of faith. They take the risk, they jump, they don't think about the consequences beforehand, they just go in and do. And I feel like this person is going to be very motivated to become the fool because they feel so confident and they feel so sure in doing that choice, in making that leap in faith, basically. So once they do that and they become the fool, we have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is all about that forward movement. It's about very quick, very forward movement, just like boom, rushing in. So I feel like that's what this person is going to wind up doing at some point during February. That someone from your past is probably going to wind up coming rushing back in as that fool. They're going to take that leap of faith. They're going to take that step towards you and just boom, come in. And like I said, you guys, mind you, this could always be roles in reverse too. It could be the other way around. This could be you. You could be the one making this decision to become the fool and be confident in making your decision to move forward towards somebody from your past. So, take it where it resonates, take it how it applies. But either way, in this situation here, there is one person who is definitely making swift action and movements towards another person, and it's definitely all connected to the past. And you will probably know which side of the coin you fall on, whether you're that person who is making that forward movement and becoming the fool, or whether you know of someone who needs to be doing that and could possibly be doing that towards you. So I do feel like that's a major theme here that's going to be happening for you guys during February. But let's see what else we have. We also have some cards here from Amira's Love Oracle. Maybe try and tap into what's happening love-wise here. Maybe it'll be connected to this. We'll see. Oh, we have True Love. That's a good thing. We have Young Female. And we have Control. Okay, so I'm going to address the Control card first. And I feel like just in general, I feel like this is a good reminder to you guys to let go of any control that you may have or you may feel that you need to have in a particular situation in the month of February. That could be connected to love, but take it as it resonates. Once again, this could apply to other things in your life too. It could be trying to control certain outcomes at work. It could be controlling certain things happening around home, wherever the situation applies. But I feel like the most important thing to remember here, you guys, is, unfortunately, we're not God. We don't have that kind of control in our life to be able to control everything that happens around us. The only thing that we really have control of in this life is ourselves and how we react to things and how we think about things and our own emotions and everything. That's about it. We don't have control over other people. We don't have control over situations and circumstances in life. You can't wake up in the morning and control like how the weather is going to be that day. If it's going to be a crappy day and it's going to be like cold and miserable, it's going to be cold and miserable. It's not going to be, sunny and beautiful unless nature wants it to be. So I feel like this is a good reminder, you guys, to just release any areas in your life where you feel like you may be trying to control things, because at the end of the day, it doesn't help anything. It just kind of winds up torturing yourself even more than what's necessary. So as hard as it may be, the best thing you can do is let it go and go with the flow. And you might be surprised that by doing that, whatever it is that you're wanting to work out or manifest or create or whatever the case may be, you may actually find that that winds up happening faster because you're releasing that control. We also have young female. So I feel like this is just, one of those human characteristic confirmation type of things in this reading. So it could mean that you yourself, the viewer, is a young female, or you could be dealing with somebody who is a young female. Like your romantic person of interest could be a young female. Or, the young female could be a different type of person in your life. It could be a daughter. It could be a friend, it could be a coworker, just, somebody of significance, I feel, in your life, though, that may play a big role in what's happening in your world this February of 2021. And then we have True Love, you guys, which is so beautiful. This is kind of like the perfect card for Valentine's Day anyways, because it's got like, the pretty heart and all that beautiful stuff. But it seems like there's definitely going to be some romance in store for you for February. It seems like there's definitely going to be some love, and it's not going to be like counterfeit, toxic type of love, but it'll be good, it'll be real, it'll be the real deal, the true unconditional type of love that we all crave and definitely deserve. So I do feel like that'll be happening for you guys during February, that Valentine's Day may actually be pretty downright good for you guys. And who knows, this true love here, I feel like it very well could be connected to this Six of Cups person who will wind up, like I said, turning into that fool and then coming your way, like no stopping them. They're coming in for you. So that's definitely a really good thing. And then we have a few cards here from the Moonology deck, and let's see what you guys got. You guys have Hold Your Vision. So I feel like with this card saying hold your vision, which is kind of interesting, I feel like whatever it is that you guys are trying to manifest throughout the month of February, whether it's in love or your career or anything else, stay fixated on that dream. Hold that vision, obviously, which is really funny because I feel like for some of you guys, you may kind of fall into that trap of trying to control because you're trying so hard to hold that vision. And I get that and I understand that, but I feel like this is where there needs to be a little bit of wiggle room where it's like, yes, hold that vision, but allow there to be breathing room. Allow there to be a little bit of ebb and flow to allow that vision to manifest, because if you're holding on to it too tight, you're going to wind up suffocating it, and that's controlling it. You're not trying to control the vision. You're holding it, but I would say like hold it not like hold it in a loose grasp is the best way I can describe it. It's kind of like, imagine you're holding a little tiny baby bird in your hands, right? And you love this little baby bird and you want to take care of it. But the thing is, if you hold on to it so tight and you're squishing it in your hands, you're going to wind up killing that little poor baby bird. But if you just hold it very gently and loosely and you give it enough breathing room and you give it enough space to, breathe and everything, and wiggle a little bit, it's going to be fine. You'll still have that baby bird and it'll still be like safe and healthy and kept warm and all this other stuff, but it's not going to die from being suffocated, basically. So hold your vision for sure. I feel like for some of you, maybe with the control card, maybe like some alarm bells went off in your head, like, what does that mean? Does that mean give up on my vision? No, it's not saying give up on your vision. Hold your vision, but allow there to be wiggle room for that vision to grow. Continue to, focus on it. Yes, like your vision is a good thing. Your dreams are a positive thing. They're put in your heart for a reason. But you got to allow ebb and flow to happen there so they can actually come through and happen for you guys. Then we have expect powerful change, new moon and eclipse. So there's definitely going to be some powerful changes happening for you guys during February, some big stuff, big shifts, big movements. I definitely feel like it could be connected once again to this true love situation, dealing with this Six of Cups person coming towards you. I feel like when they come in, that's going to be a big change for you guys. It's going to be like, it's almost going to be shocking. Like, it's going to be one of those suddenly moments where you're not going to see it coming. You're not going to know it's coming. But then just like poof, out of nowhere, there it is. And it's like you're going to be kind of in disbelief and shock about it simply because you're so used to them not being there, that them suddenly showing up and being there is going to be like this totally crazy new and foreign concept. Even though it's going to be a good thing and you're going to be very excited and thankful for it, it's still going to be like, whoa, where did this just come from, kind of a thing. And then you guys also have, you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. So, once again, going back to this hold your vision thing, you are close to it. You are close to your vision coming true. So keep holding on to it. Like I said, you guys, leave enough ebb and flow and room for it to grow and manifest and shape and take shape and form. But you guys are getting close to it. You are getting near to it, especially if this goal involves this person here that is going to be like coming forward towards you, that you have this past connection with. Then yeah, you're definitely going to be seeing that goal come to fruition and manifest in 2021. You just got to keep pushing through. So, don't lose your vision, let it flow, and you guys are almost there. Got a couple cards left for you guys here. First, we have your good karma card, and a good karma card is basically just that. It's like a random act of kindness, pretty much, that you guys can do towards your fellow human being, towards your fellow man, to help improve your life and somebody else's life. And I know a lot of the times people talk about clearing out bad karma, and this is a great way to do that and to create some good stuff happening in your life as well as someone else's. So let's see what your good karma card has to say to you guys for February. Every day, write down 3 things for which you're grateful, which is a beautiful piece of advice, a beautiful tip. I definitely am a big believer in writing down or saying out loud affirmations every day, acknowledging what we're thankful for every day. For me, a lot of the times I'll do it in prayer. Whenever I'm praying, I try to make my prayers filled with more things that I'm thankful for, more so than requests of things that I need. But yeah, this is a great way to go about it. This is a great way to do it. So, and that's pretty easy. You can think of 3 things all the time, and it doesn't have to be big or major things. It could be just being thankful that you have your health, being thankful that you have a warm bed to sleep in at night, being thankful that you have food on the table to eat. Boom, that's 3 things right there. So it's easy to come up with something definitely every single day. And this will definitely help keep yourself in check and probably help you to not feel like you need to control a whole bunch of things either, because then you'll be so busy focused on all the good things, there's not going to be time to even acknowledge or think about anything negative or think about anything that you lack that you don't have yet. Finally, from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, you guys got forgive and you shall be forgiven. Luke 6:36, which is always a good reminder. Forgiveness is kind of like breathing. It needs to happen daily. Just earlier today, you guys, I had a situation where I had to basically forgive a total stranger. I had to call the Illinois tollway to pay a stupid toll violation that I had already sent in a cashier's check for to cover and pay. But they were claiming that they never received it, and they were like fining me anyways. And the lady that I spoke to on the phone you know, I understand they work in customer service, and customer service people deal with a lot of crap all the time. One of my very best friends, she works in customer service. So I hear about all kinds of crazy nightmare stories from her all the time. And because of this, I try to be very patient with these people because I know what kind of stuff they're dealing with on their jobs. Anyway, I lost my cool with this girl earlier today because she was very rude and very disrespectful to me. She kept cutting me off, she kept interrupting me, and then she hung up on me without even like taking my payment or anything like that. And then I had to call in again and go through the whole process all over again. Anyway, it was very frustrating. I don't know who this girl was. I don't know what her story is. Maybe she was having a bad day, and this is where I need to give someone grace, and I need to forgive someone. That's a perfect stranger, definitely an aggravating experience, but I need to forgive her. And there are other people in my life that need forgiveness too, you know? Not just her, you know, like it goes even deeper than just total strangers that piss us off on the phone. You know, this could be deeper, dealing with family members or broken friendships or relationships or whatever the case may be. But regardless, you know, forgiveness needs to be like breathing. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you always have to reconcile with everyone that you forgive. You definitely don't have to. You know, you can choose to move on regardless, but you forgive people to release yourself from that prison of anger and upset, so that way then it doesn't take root inside of you and it doesn't wind up producing bitterness or resentment or anything like that, because those things are so much more difficult to uproot out of your life than just like a fleeting moment of anger. So that's always a very good tip and suggestion. So forgive like your life depends on it, because in a lot of ways it does. Anyway, that's what I have going on for you guys for the month of February. Hopefully it made sense and it resonated. If the message didn't flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just through a simple small emoji. And please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot too. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. And also so you guys know when I'm going live, because every time I go live, you guys will get that little ding, ding, ding notification that I'm live, and then you can join in and participate and get a reading done. And I would love to see you guys out for that as well. So yeah, otherwise, I am just so incredibly grateful and thankful that you guys decided to stop on by, hang out here with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart and means the world to me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose this rose quartz cluster, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what is in store for you for February of 2021. So yes, your February reading. And I feel like the lighting is so bright you can barely even like really see how rosy this is. Well, I guess you can see a little bit better that way, but yes, the lighting is kind of crazy there. Anyway, we'll just stick our rose quartz cluster there. And we're going to start off here, you guys, with the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. And we're just going to go ahead and put it all down here and see how all the cards exactly connect in terms of connecting the dots. And we'll see what you guys have. So you guys got the Two of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Temperance, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so I'm definitely picking up some lovey-dovey kind of vibes for this crew here, which doesn't surprise me because, I mean, first of all, we're entering February, so Valentine's Day is coming up. But aside from that, like, I know a lot of you guys who come to my channel are here for like love readings and twin flames and soulmates and that kind of stuff. So doesn't exactly surprise me, but it could be something else. But I do feel like this is love related, and I primarily feel it's love related here due to our beautiful Two of Cups. And that's what the Two of Cups is. It is a partnership between two people. So I feel like for most of you, this is definitely a love connection, a love-related partnership with somebody else. Chances are your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine counterpart, however you want to put it. But there's definitely a soul level, spiritual level connection here with somebody in your life. And if it's not love-related for you, I feel like this is probably... it's probably either like a close friend, maybe. Like it could be, like we can have soulmates as like friends or family members too. It could be that. Or it could be in work. It could be work related, like a business partnership. You could be collaborating and joining forces with somebody somehow for something to benefit your career. So take it as it resonates. But I do feel like for most of you, this will probably be a love related type of connection between you and somebody. And I feel like you guys have definitely been on a journey when it comes to this partnership, when it comes to this situation, because you also have the Six of Swords. And that's what the Six of Swords is all about. It's all about making a journey. You have the two unicorns here in the boat, which I feel like would be you and whoever this other person is. And then you have a third unicorn in the back rowing the oar, moving the boat, moving them all across this body of water. And I always see that third unicorn in the back as basically being God. Like this is a God ordained connection kind of a thing. So it's God who is the driving force, moving this boat along, moving it across the water, whatever this body of water is, whether it's an ocean, a lake, whatever it is. But you guys are on a journey. I mean, obviously, your destination is the other side of the water. There is a point somewhere over there where you guys are headed, and that is the destination. But you are on a journey to get there. And I know a lot of times people get very frustrated with the journey, and they get very impatient, and they don't like, the scenery along the way. But you know what? There can be good scenery. There can be good things to enjoy on this journey. Like I enjoy taking road trips, and half the fun of taking a road trip isn't just getting to your destination, but it's what you see and do along the way. It's a fun journey. It's exciting, So yeah, like enjoy this journey, because once that journey is done, like that's it. So enjoy it, have fun, enjoy the scenery, change your perspective on it. If you have been impatient, but I do feel like you have definitely been on a journey for a while when it comes to the situation between you and this person. And I do feel like because you guys have been on it for a while, you have been having that change of perspective. You have been seeing how it's worth enjoying that journey and not just like sitting there and whining about it and complaining about it. Because you guys also have temperance, and temperance is about having patience. It's the opposite of being impatient, obviously. It's the opposite of murmuring, grumbling, whining, and complaining the entire way on the journey. It is enjoying the journey. Temperance is about going with the flow. It's about, just kind of being at ease with things, having like a perfect inner peace. It's about balance. So I do feel like if you haven't had this yet happen to you, I feel like you will be stepping into more of a temperance type of mindset, into a temperance type of mode in the month of February. So this is a beautiful energy to be in. It's a very positive, radiant type of energy. It's the type of energy that everyone wants to be around because it's just peaceful and relaxed. It goes with the flow. It's easygoing. It's patient. It's balanced. It's a beautiful energy. Who wouldn't want to be like that, And I feel like the more that you're in that energy, at some point during February, you're going to see forward movement dealing with your partnership here, dealing with your person, which is funny because we had a lot of forward movement just, with other cards, obviously, coming out with pile 2 as well. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you're going to see forward movement dealing with your person in February. It could be the retrograde that's bringing it on. It could be Valentine's Day that's triggering it, but either way, people are definitely going to be seeing people return and take action and start like coming in the month of February for sure, which is really exciting. And that's what the Knight of Swords is about. It's about rushing in with the truth. So I feel like, thanks to you being temperate here basically on the journey, just kind of chilling out and doing your own thing and going with the flow, that's going to wind up triggering your person to rush in and offer a truth to you. This will probably be a truth of, like caring about you and loving you and all these other things, if that's something that you've been waiting for a long time. And because you do have this partnership here between you and this person, but I do feel like they're going to come in and they're going to very swiftly and quickly deliver their truth to you. It'll probably come out of nowhere. It'll probably come when you least expect it. But I do definitely sense that coming in for you guys. And when they deliver that truth, they will also be the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is about a very authentic, a very real type of offer. So, pentacles are, basically kind of like a representation of money. It's like a representation of something in physical form, very much so in the physical world. So, this could be in the form of asking you out on a date. It could be in the form of a proposal of marriage. It could be a lot of different things, but it's definitely something that is very physical and very real here within the 3D world, basically. So I feel like when they rush in with their truth, they're also going to come in with an offer as well. Probably an offer you're going to like, probably an offer that you've been waiting for a long time when it comes to this person. So it's all very positive. Like, I'm excited for you guys. Good things seem to be coming along here in February. Let's see what we got here now from Amira's Love Oracle. We'll see what you guys got. We have mature woman. So it could be that you yourself are a mature woman. And that doesn't necessarily mean like you're old, like, oh, there's an 85-year-old woman watching this, although, you could be 85, I don't know. So you don't necessarily have to be old, but I feel like mature basically says that you have an old soul. You've been around the block. You've seen the world. You know how it works. You know how it ticks. You could be 21 and still be a mature woman simply because maybe you've seen a lot and you've been through a lot, even in your short 21 years of life. So take it as it resonates, but I feel like you yourself, the viewer, may be a mature woman, or you could be dealing with somebody in your life who is a mature woman. And you guys have the Ice Queen, and I don't feel like this is to be taken literally, like it's actually you standing outside right now in February, because at least where I'm at right now, because I am hanging out here at my mom's in Chicago for the time being, it is really cold. It's very cold. We had a bunch of snow that came in earlier this week, and I think we're going to be getting more snow coming in this weekend. But there's been a lot of snow, and you could look physically like this girl, basically, on the card if you were to step outside right now. But I don't think that's what this is in reference to. I feel like it's more so about, like, just make sure you're not being the Ice Queen, because the Ice Queen is someone who can be very cold in terms of emotionally, in terms of how she presents herself, in terms of how she verbalizes and expresses herself. So I feel like this is a reminder to basically don't go there, don't be like that, because especially if you're in this energy of temperance, that's not how temperance is. Temperance is not icy, it's not standoffish, it's not someone who just kind of blocks people out like that. So don't be the Ice Queen. If you do feel tempted to become the Ice Queen at some point during February, don't go there. It's not going to serve you well. It's not going to help you. So don't fall into the temptation of becoming the Ice Queen if you do have reasons to go there. And you also have gifts. So with gifts, it's funny because I feel like this is kind of twofold. I feel like one way is the gift could, oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. The gift could be from the Page of Pentacles here, because like I said, the Page of Pentacles brings across a very real, a very authentic, very true offer that is, of some kind of material, basically. So it could even literally be like an actual gift you are being given. Like I said, Valentine's Day does fall in the month of February. So maybe somebody will be giving you an actual gift. So that could be what that implies. But even if you take the very literal standpoint away, dealing with gifts, I feel like this is also saying that you yourself are probably a very spiritually gifted person, because you know what? We all have gifts. We all have things that we are blessed with to, be a blessing to others, basically, in this world. We all have ways that we can make a difference, and how we can touch people's hearts and change them, and, be of assistance to people. So everyone has spiritual giftings. Even what I'm doing right here, right now, honestly, anyone can do that. Anyone can become a reader. It's just about getting in tap with your intuition and developing that muscle, because it's like a spiritual muscle. And any spiritual gift is like a muscle, basically. Just like you would have to work out the muscles in your body physically to not be flabby and to not have fat and all this other kind of stuff, just like you would have to work those things out to be lean and strong and everything. You have to do the same thing with spiritual muscles too. It's the whole if you don't use it, you're going to lose it kind of thing. So you definitely have some pretty cool spiritual giftings. I feel like you guys may have the chance to really exercise and display as well during the month of February. And it doesn't have to be doing what I'm doing, obviously. It could be that, but even if it's not, that's totally okay. And it comes across differently for everybody, And it's not like I was just like born and then started doing readings for people or whatever. It's taken me a long time to get to this point, you guys, because there were other things that I tried doing in my life long before I even got to this. But now I'm here and I'm like, oh, hey, you know what? This actually kind of flows and this actually kind of works out well for me. So here I am, and I continue to do it. We also have some stuff here for you guys from the Moonology deck. And you guys got a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Interesting. So yeah, I feel like whatever's going on here, dealing with your person here, the fact that they're going to be rushing in with this truth, and they're going to be making that authentic offer to you guys. I feel like there's going to be a lot of passion in that offer. I know you guys didn't get any wands coming through or anything like that, but I feel like this basically kind of backs up the fact that there's going to be passion in their delivery of their truth. There's going to be passion in what they have to offer to you. And I don't feel like the fiery climax is like something that is going to explode, like someone's going to get angry and there's going to be some kind of blowout fight or anything like that. I feel like it's going to be more like a fiery climax of just like passion and yeah, like passion, if you guys get my drift. Like this person may like rush in with their truth and give you an authentic offer, and then because you guys are going to be so happy about this, you may wind up going to very passionate places with each other, especially if it's over Valentine's Day or something. So I feel like that climax could be like quite literally like a sexual climax kind of thing almost. So take it as it resonates, but that's honestly what I was feeling and picking up from that card. We also have Walk Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio. So anywhere that you do have fears, don't let them control your life. Let go of them. I feel like if there are any fears that you may be struggling with, that you may be holding on to, those could be the things that may push you and tempt you to become the Ice Queen. Don't go there, obviously, though, like I said. But definitely, press on regardless of what may be keeping you scared. there's this phrase, do it afraid. So if there's something that you need to do, step out and do it afraid anyways. And step out and find out. Always remember what the reverse of faith, or what the reverse of fear is, and that is faith. And, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So there's absolutely no reason for you to buy into any of your fears. They are not going to help you. They would only hinder you. And we also have conclusions are within reach, full moon and eclipse. So any area of your life, whether it's in this love situation specifically, or something else that may be going on, maybe at work, or with money, or with your family or friend, or anything like that, anywhere you have some kind of unknowns and uncertainty happening in your life, I do feel like answers are coming, conclusions are coming, that stuff in which you seek is on its way, and you will probably see some of that come through the month of February. And we also have a good karma card for you guys, because a lot of the times we talk about clearing out negative and bad karma, and what better way to do that with some positive karma, with a good way to, put some good energy out there in the world. This is basically a card that will help you find like a random act of kindness or something like that you can do for your fellow human being, for your fellow man. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to look into that and find out. So let's see what random act of kindness you guys may need to do for February. Hold a door open for someone. So simple. So simple, but so true. It's just like common courtesy and politeness, basically. Since when did being polite go out the window and become uncool, you guys? So yeah, this could be taken quite literally, like if you're at a public place or something and someone's trying to get through the door, you can hold the door open for them. But I feel like even if you take it a step beyond that in the quite literal sense, I feel like another way that this card really works is like if you have a door of opportunity open to you and you've been invited to walk through it, bring others with you. If something amazing and awesome happens to you in your life, don't just enjoy it on your own. Don't just hog it up for yourself. Bring others with you on that journey. Let, that opening of an opportunity be happening for you so you can bring others along with you. Because it's so much more fun with other people, and it's so fun to see others succeed as well. So, that's definitely a really awesome thing to do. And finally, from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, you guys got, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. John 10:11. So basically, this card is pretty much reminding you that, God, the universe, spirit, source, Jesus, however you want to put it, there is definitely that something bigger out there than you that is looking after you. And the thing is, there's kind of this negative connotation right now out there in the media where it's a bad thing to be a sheep. Well, you know what? I'm going to put a positive spin on that, and I'm going to say it's a good thing to be a sheep, because when you are a sheep and you belong to God and you're taken care of by Him, He's going to take care of you. That's the thing. He loves his sheep. He takes care of them. He looks out for them. He makes sure that they're fed, that they get water, that they're protected and safe at night, that wolves don't come along and eat them or anything like that. He takes good care of them. So why is it that bad to be a sheep when you're well taken care of and someone loves you unconditionally and looks out for you? And that's how God feels about you. So believe it or not, it's actually pretty cool to be a sheep. Anyway, that's what I see going on for you guys for February of 2021. Hopefully that made sense and resonated for you. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just through a simple, small emoji. It definitely helps me out and goes a long way. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. That helps me out too. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way, and also so you guys know when I'm going live, because every time I go live, you'll get that little ding, 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 that little notification bell that I am, and then you guys can jump in on it and participate, and I would love to give you a little reading if you swing on by for that, so that would be a lot of fun too. So, yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose this pretty amethyst cluster, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what February 2021 has in store for you. So your February 2021 prediction. Okay. We're going to start off here, you guys, with some Crystal Unicorn Tarot. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay these all down here. And, then we'll just connect the dots here, see how the cards connect to each other, and see how the story flows for you guys. Okay, you guys have the Queen of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, Death, and Strength. All right, you guys. So for starters, I feel like in the month of February, you guys are going to be hanging out in your Queen of Wands energy. So the Queen of Wands, she is, she's fiery, number one, because that's what wands are. They're fiery, but therefore she is passionate. She's very passionate. She's very charismatic. She's magnetic. She's got it all together. She's the queen that everybody wants to be around. She's kind of got like this big, outgoing, extroverted type of personality. So you may be feeling a little extroverted during the month of February, even if you wouldn't classify yourself as an extrovert, even if you're more of an introverted type of person. You may find yourself wanting to be a little bit more outspoken and bubbly and outgoing and that kind of thing throughout the month of February. So, it's definitely a fun and good place to be. So I feel like you're definitely going to be in that kind of energy through the month of February. And I also feel like there's going to be some decision making happening here in the month of February with the Two of Pentacles, because that's kind of what the Two of Pentacles can be about. The Two of Pentacles is also about balancing stuff. So it can be balancing like two different things. It could be balancing a lot of different things. So take it as it resonates. It could be maybe that, you're balancing people. Like maybe you're in a relationship and you're also in a relationship with somebody else. You got like two people that you're going back and forth between. It could be that you have a lot of stuff on your plate at work and maybe you have many different responsibilities there and you wear many different hats there. Therefore, you're balancing all your different jobs and responsibilities when you're working. It could just be balancing things in life. It can be really hard to balance it all just in life as a whole. It's like at home, sometimes you got to be the mother. You got to take care of the kids, make sure they're getting their schoolwork done, making sure that they're fed and they're healthy and they're happy and they're living their best lives. And then you also got to be the wife, and, be there for like your husband, your partner or whatever, and, be there for your connection with him and that relationship, in every way that you need to there, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, being of support to one another. Then there's whatever role it is that you have at your job, at work, and whatever it is that you're doing there. And, all the other different roles that we play in life, whether it's being the daughter or the friend or, whoever it is. But it's just like there can be so much happening in work and in life and in our personal lives that it can be a lot to balance. So I feel like you're going to be having some issues trying to balance it all during the month of February. It doesn't even necessarily have to be about trying to make a specific decision between two things. It could be, but I feel like for the most part, this is about like trying to balance it all. I feel like you guys are going to be kind of juggling and having this balancing act through February where you're just going to be doing a lot. You're going to be kind of all things to all people and everywhere and doing everything. So just be careful not to burn out, obviously, but I feel like there's going to be a lot going on. You guys kind of remind me of the group that might need to read the book Balancing It All by Candace Cameron Bure. That's actually a really good book. I've read it. If you're not familiar with who Candace Cameron Bure is, she used to play DJ Tanner on Full House, like way back in the day, like back in the 80s and the 90s. And, since then, she went on to do the Fuller House reboot on Netflix. And she stars in a lot of Hallmark movies and stuff like that. But she balances it all. She is like an entrepreneur, and she's an actress, and she's a mom, and she's a wife, and she does a lot of things. And she's been married to her husband for like almost 25 years, which is like an eternity in Hollywood and everything. And she wrote the book Balancing It All because she really has had to learn how to balance it all. So that's why I'm recommending to you guys, if this whole trying to balance everything type of thing resonates for you and you're like, yeah, that's me. I always have so many different things going on. I barely have time for myself. I barely have time to sleep or eat or anything. Then that may be a book that you may want to check out, because it is difficult to balance everything in life. And you don't even have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be a celebrity to have a chaotic life where you're trying to balance things. We all have been there. We all have seasons where we've definitely have been there. But I definitely feel like for you guys, you're going to be kind of living in this chaos of balancing things through the month of February. But there is going to be a death situation going on here. And I don't mean like someone literally dying, but I do feel like because you are balancing so many different things, one of those things may have to, kind of fall to the wayside and basically die off. So you're not carrying too much. You guys didn't get the 10 of Wands or anything where you're carrying too many burdens. So it seems like you guys are pretty capable of balancing, which is good. But I do feel like one of those things may actually drop off simply so you guys don't get to a burdened place where you're overly burdened and overly stressed out and experiencing too much pressure, basically. So I do feel like one of those things is probably going to wind up dropping off, but I don't think it's going to be too terribly awful or horrible or painful or anything like that. Most importantly, you guys, you are strong enough to handle all the different things that are being thrown at you during February. It could be just the month where everybody hits you up and everybody needs you. Like everyone needs you at work. You could be overloaded with Zoom meetings. Your kids may wind up having like this huge project that they have to do and they have to take care of. Your husband or something may need extra work to help out with certain things around the house because, maybe they're going to be busier than usual on their job or something. So there could be a lot of different things going on. Take it as it resonates. It could be your parents. Your parents could be just like, hey, we need help with this, that, and the other thing. I know since I've been here in Chicago, I have basically become my mom's personal Apple genius person where I'm constantly giving her like lessons in technology pretty much. So, we got to be there for our parents too. But yeah, I feel like you guys are strong enough to handle this. I feel like you guys wouldn't be given all this responsibility if you weren't strong enough. And I don't feel like it's a burden for you guys. I do feel like that you balance all these things out of love. I feel like you balance all these things because all these things are important to you and you do care about them, obviously. But you guys are strong enough. I feel like you guys may have days where you feel a little drained and a little tired from dealing with it at times, but you guys always wind up finding your strength and, picking things back up and getting back out there again the next day. And it's definitely working for you because you also have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is ultimate fulfillment. It is ultimate fulfillment in terms, especially in terms of like physical needs and, you know, money and finances and stuff. So you could see abundance and blessing and just like an overcharge, I guess you could say, of like money coming in. There could be extra money that might come in for you guys in the month of February, but I think the most important thing is you guys are going to see that hard work pay off, that you guys are going to see that everything that you're balancing here and seeing your strength pay off to kind of push through it and keep going, that you guys are going to see the reward on the other side of it. And I feel like you guys find like that hustle and bustle, and it's self-rewarding every single day. I don't get the feeling that you guys are the kind of group that likes to sit around and watch Netflix all day and be lazy and do nothing. I feel like you guys like getting out there and doing things and helping people and, you know, just being active and, you know, living life and everything. If anything, this pandemic has probably been frustrating for you because in some ways it may feel like it's holding you back. But I do feel like there is fulfillment that's going to be there for you guys in February, even through all the chaos, even through everything that you're balancing. So I feel like you guys have a pretty good handle on how to do this, even through the more challenging moments. We also have a few cards here from Amira's Love Oracle. And you guys got Karma. So, karma could be a lot of different things. You know, karma is usually kind of seen as like this negative, kind of crappy thing. And it's funny because I'm also looking at the next card here that you guys have here too, which is obstacles. And it could be that as you guys are trying to balance all these things, because I do feel like you guys have a lot that you're trying to balance here, because there is so much going on, you guys could run into some obstacles, and I don't feel like, you know, you did anything necessarily to bring those obstacles along. I feel like that might be just some leftover karma hanging in the wings there that needs to be worked out. It's something that would have to happen no matter what anyways, whether you were busy and overloaded with other stuff or not. But, you know, you're going to wind up coming across some obstacles. There's probably going to be some karma you're going to have to work out here during the month of February. But like I said, you guys, I feel like you're going to be okay because once again, like I said, you guys are strong enough to handle it. And it's funny because you guys also got triangle. So like a love triangle kind of situation here, a third party situation. I don't feel like this is going to necessarily apply for everybody, but I do remember saying here with the Two of Pentacles, the balancing could be like balancing two different people. Like you could be in a relationship with two different people basically that you're trying to balance. Or the triangle doesn't even necessarily have to be love related. It could be like a triangle of something else that you're trying to balance. It could be like two different types of things at work. Maybe you have two different jobs, for example, like the two dudes in the card here don't necessarily have to be like two boyfriends. It could be two different jobs. Maybe you do two different jobs that you're trying to balance too, and that in itself is like a triangle. So just remember, the triangle doesn't necessarily have to imply love. It could be as straight up as how it comes out on the card, and you'll know it if that is your situation and that applies to you. But I don't feel like that's going to be everybody. I feel like for some people, the triangle could be like a third element with something else. And either way, that's something that you're trying to balance and you're trying to figure out through the month of February, which once again is where there could be some karma coming through from and some obstacles because of that. But once again, you guys, I feel like you guys have the strength to get through it. And honestly, it's probably the karma that is going to come along and die. It's the stuff that is excess and unnecessary that will probably wind up dying off in this situation, so you guys can walk into that Ten of Pentacles ultimate fulfillment by the end of the month. Okay, you guys also have some cards here from Moonology, and let's see what the Moonology deck has to say. be bold and make the first move. Which I feel like isn't too hard for you guys to do, because like I said, I feel like you guys are kind of an ambitious group. I feel like you guys kind of, buzz around and do all kinds of different things and wear a lot of hats and you're kind of everywhere. But if there is anywhere in your life where you're hesitating, whether it's personally or professionally or wherever else, don't hesitate. Be bold. Make that first move, I've definitely had to do this, within this past month in January myself. So I've kind of already been doing that. But for you guys, someone here may need to do this with a specific situation themselves. These cards are getting all crazy here. Okay. You guys also have your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So I feel like this is basically a reminder for you guys that whatever dream, whatever goal it is that you guys are striving for through the month of February, it could be, once again, personally, professionally, whatever it is, take it as it resonates. But whatever that dream or goal is, remember to also have like a practical plan in place. Like it's great to have like a big vision. It's awesome to be a visionary and to see that end goal, but also remember to make the plans to get there. And sometimes, making the plans can be annoying. Not everyone wants to necessarily think of all like the mundane things that you have to do day in and day out to get to that big end goal, but it's necessary, like, for example, you guys, one of my goals right now with this channel is to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, so that way then I can monetize this channel completely and I can incorporate super chats and stuff with you guys and make those situations a lot easier when I go live. So as of right now, that's where my dream is at and that's where my vision is at. Once I hit that dream, of course, a new goal will come into place. There'll be a new thing to strive and to go for. But for now, that's the one that I have in mind. But I don't just like sit here and, visualize those 1,000 subscribers and then I'm like, oh gee, I hope they come. Well, I can't just do that. The thing is, I have to do something about it. I have to have a plan. So, I make the videos. I record them, I upload them, I create the thumbnails, I incorporate the tags. It's a practical plan. There's a process. And, doing all of this, it doesn't happen just like overnight. It takes work. It takes a few hours to put all this together and upload it on YouTube. So, there is a practical plan that is in place. And then there are other areas I can, do readings and promote them as well, whether it's on TikTok or Instagram or any of those other places. And I will, readily admit I need to get better at being more consistent in those areas. I feel like I spend most of my focus here on YouTube, which is great, but I do need to be more consistent in those other areas too. But that is an area where I acknowledge that I need to get more practical. So if there's an area where you guys need to get more practical, do that. Break it down. Write down short-term goals besides the long-term ones, because multiple short-term goals are eventually going to take you to where you need to go in the long-term ones. So you got to kind of combine it all together. And finally, you guys have believe the impossible, blue moon. And, that's just a good reminder, you guys, that even though you do need to have practical plans, to just keep believing, that belief, that magic in believing in the impossible, it is real and it does help, because you can apply all the practical plans, you can go through all the motions and go through all the steps exactly as is. But if you're not backing that up with the faith and the belief in what you're doing, then all of those steps that you're going through are kind of in vain and they're not going to make a difference. So keep believing, keep having that faith. It's a combination of putting that faith and putting that work together. And when you put those things together, it's like the perfect mixture for miracles and success and abundance and all the things in your life that you want to see come true. All right, you guys. We also have a good karma card here, which apparently you guys need because you guys got the karma card out of the Amira Love Oracle deck. Um, Anyways, a good karma card basically is here to help you guys cancel out some of that negative karma, to help clear some of that out, because I know we talk about that a lot in this community, is clearing out negative, bad karma. And a good karma card pretty much is like a random act of kindness, something that you can do for somebody else to help somebody else and ultimately help yourself too. So let's see what you guys got. Sponsor someone raising money for charity. So that's always a good idea. If there's like a charity or something like that that you guys believe in, donate some money or donate some time to it. We all have, I feel like we all have some kind of cause out there that we believe in. For myself personally, I'm a big advocate for animals. Like I cry whenever I see those ASPCA commercials come on TV. But yeah, I'm a big advocate for animals, so I try and like give back and do as much as I can when it comes down to them. Maybe if animals are part of your heart, you could do that too, dealing with animals, but it could be anything. Just like last month when it was like Christmas time in the mall or whatever, there was like a children's charity that I donated some money to. So yeah, those things are always good. Like it feels good to be able to give back and help if you can. My mom does the same thing. She constantly gets like donation things in the mail all the time. People asking her to donate money because she's always donating money somewhere. So they always wind up coming back to her and hitting her up like, "Hey, you got any more?" But yeah, that's never a bad thing. So if you have the money, do it. It doesn't have to be a ton. It could be like $5 or something. You can spend $5 on a drink at Starbucks, then you can spend $5 on a charity, or even your time. If you have time that you can spare, donate some time to help out a charity too. That's always a good thing. And then finally, from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. You guys got, according to your faith, be it unto you. Matthew 9:29. So, that card kind of reminds me here of believe the impossible, believe, have faith kind of a thing. So, if you guys want to have big and amazing and beautiful things happen in your life, then believe in it. Believe that can happen for you. If you believe small, then you'll probably get it all. But if you believe big, just imagine how much you can get. I'm not saying that you'll get every single thing that you want if you believe big, but there's a much higher chance that you're going to get so much more by believing in something miraculous and amazing than sitting around, just thinking very limited. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to flex that faith basically, because you never know. And it's kind of funny because in a lot of ways this card kind of reminds me of the Three of Wands, because Jesus is sitting here, he's getting his fish ready and everything, and then there's the ship way out here, and it looks like he's like signaling out to the ship and he's like waiting for it to come in. And that reminds me of like the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands is like that. There's usually someone there standing at the shore and they're waiting for their ships to come in. They're waiting for their blessings, their miracles, their desires, their dreams, their hopes, their future. They're waiting for it to come in. And I feel like, that's what you guys need to do. Like have that faith that future is coming in. And it's clearly there. It's clearly available to you because, like I said, we did have that Ten of Pentacles come out here. So it is definitely yours for the taking, and you guys are definitely strong enough to get there. So that's what I see happening for you guys during the month of February. Hopefully that made sense and resonated. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Even if it's just a simple small emoji, it goes a long way. And please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot too. And feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. Also, so you guys know when I'm going live too, because whenever I go live, you guys will get that little ding, ding, ding notification from YouTube, and I would love to see you guys on a live and help you out and do a reading for you. So that would be pretty cool as well. So I am just so incredibly grateful and thankful that you guys chose to come on out here and hang out with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart. It means the world to me. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love.